Hi, Collective. Welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, Divine Messenger, delivering messages to you from the higher realms. Welcome in, everyone. So, I just did a reading, and I ran out of time. So I'm going to piggyback off of that. Okay. Because I didn't get to talk about the cards that were on the bottom that flipped over for me when I just realized that there was two extra cards to this deck. So it was like there was like a decoy that was protecting or hiding an emperor. That was the emperor card was hidden in the box that I thought was one of these additional cards. So there's something about that, like there is some sort of decoy. All right, there was something hidden, but it was hiding the real. Something was hidden. There was two decoys. Okay. There's something about this. The Empress was next to the Star. There was the Hermit, the Ace of Cups, and the Wheel. Destiny. Like something is coming together. There was like a very big plan. There was a lot that was, see the moon here, and even there's two here. There was a lot being done. That's why there needed to be decoys. And it had to be hidden from you as well. Because if it wasn't, it would have been revealed too soon. Okay. This is beautiful. I've never gotten the thing like this. And then I was getting classic decoy, because then when I heard that, I kept hearing a decoy classic, and I'm like, what is that from? A classic decoy. And then I remember it's from that movie Speed, right? So maybe there's something about that. I don't know why they were playing that, or just for me to get the classic decoy thing out there. Look, 7 of Swords and 2 of Swords. However you want to reference that, I'm going to leave that to you. I was actually watching the clip to that movie, like the classic decoy clip, like literally, because it was playing. And when Spirit shows me something, I look into everything to see if there's like more messages and more things, right? I don't know. Now the 7 of Swords is coming out with the 2 of Swords. See, and she's got a blindfold on. She doesn't see, like, you didn't see something. You know, the 7 of Swords can talk about fear. Okay. Or deception. Like, you were deceived. Things were hidden from you. You know, there's something with the duality. And of this, I'm doing a reading. You need to wait. 9 of Pentacles. There's something about this deck. I wanted to look up the story behind it. Okay. I talked about that. I was going to start doing each of the decks. Okay, so I'll label this one then, since they're bringing me to that. Under the Oak Tarot. You know, in the story of it, I feel that you can find out more knowing, right? Well, the synchronicity of this. Under the Oak Tarot is a truly unique deck that delves into the realms of dream and the art of turning them into reality. As we embark on this journey, the Quirent accompanies Anima, a visually impaired child, through a magical fairy tale island blossoming with rich green, flourishing vegetation. This mystical landscape is dominated by a majestic oak tree and inhabited by mystical and mysterious creatures and gods. Much like Anima, we are presented with the opportunity to develop a second sight along our own path, gaining deeper insight into ourselves and unlocking our untapped potential. This author crafts a beautiful tapestry of symbolism of Celtic, Norse, Basque, and Greek inspiration. You know, what's interesting too is when I got this deck, I got it early. I got it as a pre-release. Like the shop that I got it from was not supposed to release it yet. It was like 2 weeks early when I got it from the release date. You could not get it anywhere. And I remember it was right before close, right? And I was looking at the decks and it caught my eye. I pulled it off the shelf or whatever. So I remember thinking how unique that was, that I got this deck early, right? And so maybe they're you know, they were showing me that maybe there's something about like something was early, right? And I keep hearing like purview. I like, I'm not even just really sure what purview means, except that it's like something that like your eyes are for whatever only, but it's like, but then things were like hidden from you. I don't know. So there's something significant about that. It's almost like, I think something was like presented to you, but then it was hidden. Then it was like something came out where you were like, nah, okay, but then it comes back around, but it really was. Do you know what I mean? So it was like, maybe things were tested, something was brought about, but then it needed to be removed, but then now it's going to be coming back, or something like that. There's another aspect. You know, and in the last reading I was talking about, it's like you're going to find something out. You're going to find like a new way to use something you never used before, or it's going to have like another layer to it you didn't know. There's something about this discovery. Like, it's exciting, right? So the intricate and captivating tapestry prompts us to explore beyond what meets the eye, unveil the mysteries of the material world, and discover the sacred revelation within the hidden depths. See how they stop me, and then now I'm getting to the rest of the reading, right? It's a truly surreal experience. Not only inspires our inhibitions, but also reignites the dormant magic within us, encouraging us to embrace the extraordinary journey that lies ahead. Wow. Okay, they want me to read a little bit more. The world of the tarot card reading and an art opens to everyone, a universal language that speaks to the core of our being. To start, I suggest finding a quiet and calm space, setting the stage and focusing the reflection. So connecting with your deck is personal, it's key, you can carry it with you. Okay, and then it just gets to explain it. But wow. So it's going in alignment with what I'm reading and what I'm giving, you know. There's something very significant. Oh, look at this Nine of Pentacles too, how she's holding, you know, her eye like this. She's taking a deep look at something. You're seeing something you didn't see before because you weren't meant to see it that way before. But it's like, now that you have this enlightenment or whatever, okay, I feel that you're going to get, it's going to allow you to see something in a new way. Like, it's going to be ready for you now. Okay. Four of Swords, the Nine of Cups is coming out. Maybe you had some sort of wounding, right? You're healing from something. I don't know why I'm picking up the I'm talking about the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords, like, you know, and it's interesting, 2 days ago I was saying, like, the enemy can't use you as a host anymore, or the enemy was using something, was using some sort of wounding. It was tricking you to not see something, but it was something that you needed to heal within yourself. Five of Wands, like trying to get you to be the sacrifice or something, because this Five of Wands is about, like, they all look like they're around, like, sacrificing something, right? The Eight of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. See, in the 555, I told you in the beginning of the last reading, as I was meditating on the energy, it's all fives. Okay, I said all three fives came out. Here they are again. Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Major change, but see victory over it. Six of Wands, victory over it. You're victorious over this. That's why you're getting to level up now. Fast movement with the Eight of Wands. And the Ace of Swords. See, you're getting the download. The download that you're receiving, or the message, the guidance, whatever this is that you're receiving, is going to move things so fast. What am I hearing? Quick Claim Pro. Quick Claim Pro. Claim. Something like that. Quick Pro. What is that? Oh my goodness. Quid pro quo. Quid pro quo. I don't know how I'm saying it right. I'm close, but look at what it says. Oh my gosh. Something that is given or taken in the return for something else. You see how I can't make it up. I'm literally trying to say what I'm hearing come through. Quid pro quo. Q-U-I-D pro quo. Oh my God. Don't even know what it means, and here I am saying it. Oh my gosh, I love you, Spirit.
Quid pro quo.
That's what it's hearing. I so told you, it's something that is given or taken in the return for something else. Oh my gosh. Classic Decoy was my last reading. Check it out. Oh my gosh. Something was a decoy. Wow. So there's major change here. Do you not see? Something was switched, something was swapped. But why? Why quid pro quo? Why this, Spirit? I mean, I'm pretty sure I've explained what I feel and told you already, but let's get some cards off of this, okay? Four of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Sun. See, you needed to heal from something. There was a wounding, so the devil was able to get in there. So I don't know if this is something where you were manipulated to swamp it out, or because you had a wounding, something. Oh, yeah. Because you had a wounding. Is something infiltrated. You know, like how you'll trauma bond. If you're not ready, you know, bring things in. Wow. But see, something's getting revealed to you. Something infiltrated. You know, I was talking today, too, about someone, and we were talking about how the devil controls the mind palace, the mind space, and gets in a lot of times get you to sabotage yourself. See, Four of Wands came out, 4-4. This could have been a family member, a foundation, something within the home. With the Four of Wands. There could be three. They're dancing around. There's a fox, a rabbit, a steer. Six of Swords. You're moving away from something because you're getting the clarity. And now out came the Empress. And the Six of Cups. 6-6 frequency. See, you're moving away from things of the past, things that were holding you back. And it could have been like a wounding or some sort of programming that you had from a child, from when you were a child. You know, because the Four of Wands represents home and family for me as well. So this could have been like, I'm getting like a family sacrifice for some, like a 10 of Swords at the end of this. Like for some of you, like this was like This is sacrifice card. See how they're all dancing on the person's side? Yeah, they're showing the sacrifice card. For some of you, you were like the family sacrifice. You know, we were talking about, too, how you can do magic, right? Off of pictures, you know, like you can heavily manipulate energy by looking at someone's photos. That's why, you know, you be careful what you put up online, things like that, because people can use, you know, like your photos and stare at them and put the intent into them. And I was like, and just think, we always knew this, because what's the first thing you do? You want to do like a binding spell. Years ago, right? When I was a teenager, like I wouldn't, my friends would, because we were practicing witches. I was more like I don't even want to say it, like I don't even know, like even like an apprentice or whatever. Like I was always like in training when I was a teen. I didn't want to be a practicing witch at that time. So, but I did a lot of researching. I was around a lot of it. Okay. But anyways, so I was around spell work and stuff getting done. So anyway, binding spells would be, you know, you take photos and you bind them. So you're enchanting, you're being enchantress, you're enchanting spells and binding them and tying up the photo. So if we know that that works, you know, now think digitally how everything is, and you don't really have to even do, I mean, just your emotions, what you're feeling and thinking when you're staring at something. So people that are jealous and envious and are seeing like posts and photos and stuff with that, what that does, they manipulate and control us so much more than we know. And I'm almost out of time. I just realized that I'm at 16:58. I only have 17:58 available, so I only have a minute left. But whoa, yeah, the star. Wish of fulfillment is here, baby. Healing is here. So yeah, somebody needed to heal from something heavily. So this could have been, for some of you, like your family. Okay, where you were like the family sacrifice. You know, I was talking about curses too, bloodline curses, generational curses earlier. I'm kind of going with all the things that I've been talking about the last couple hours, because now that I do my readings after work and I'm up all night. I don't know if you guys follow me enough where I say I work the graveyard shift, so I'm up during the witching hour and get all of that enlightenment. And a lot of times when I'm talking and getting other information, connecting with others on that time, right? Getting a lot of intelligence and galactic guidance, right? So more stuff's going to be coming out, so I try to roll these into my messages. So watch more content, guys.